What's up, YouTube? My name is Alex. Welcome back to Nostalgianomics. Today we're going to discuss how do you know when it's time to move your money into that investment? How do you know when it's time to buy that product? Because the last thing you want is dead money just sitting in items for 6 months, a year, or more, gaining no value. The opportunity cost you're missing out on that could be in another item or could be in the stock market gaining dividends and interest. You want to know when to get in these products. And I'm going to show you the proven method that I've used over the past 7 years I've been into Pokemon. It's been 7 years now I've been back into Pokemon. It's crazy. But this method has worked. It continues to work. And I'm going to show you the exact process I go through, and you can too. And this process, okay, this is after you've already done your due diligence and research on what you want to be invested in, okay? Then you go back and do this kind of back-end research before you actually pull the trigger and put your money into those items. So let's start here with Celebration's Elite Trainer Box. Celebration, it's huge popular right now. It's just said to went out of print by the Pokemon Center, and people are talking about putting their money into it. It's going to start moving. Well, the first thing I see is there's 3,300 results on eBay. All right. First thing I do is I don't even start looking at items until there's around 1,000 or less results of a modern sealed product. Anything more than that, there's just too much supply. There's too many big sellers that are still in that can keep the prices low, and there's no reason to move your money in. There's no rush. So let's jump in and look at something else. Celebration's Ultra Premium Collection Box. I got one right here. I actually have about 16 of these things now. I know that sounds a little obsessive, but I really believe in this product, and I'll tell you why. First thing I do, I look here. There's only 606 results, meaning this is getting really low. What does this mean? This means the bigger stores, the bigger sellers are starting to sell out of their product. And what that's going to do, it's going to leave the majority of the market in the hands of individual sellers and collectors, and also those scalpers, flippers, whatever you want to call them. And what happens when they get in control and the bigger stores are sold out of that product, they've moved their capital on to the next product, the next new thing, the brilliant stars, is the prices will start to move very rapidly. And we've already started to see this. The average price on these now is around $290 to $300 a box. And just 2 to 3 weeks ago, you could buy these at $250 a box. So you're talking about a 20% increase in only 2 weeks, okay? That's crazy. 20% in anything in 2 weeks is pretty crazy. And the lower these get, the lower the results of actually sellers selling these gets, the crazier the prices are going to get. I mean, if this gets into the low hundreds, I mean, you can see these go 350, 400, by the end of the year, $500 a box easily. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's what happens when there's very, very few available on the open market. Okay. Now I know you think I'm biased because I have a bunch of them, so let's move on to something I don't have. I don't have any Darkness Ablaze. But let's look at Darkness Ablaze. There's only 632 available. They're said to be out of print by Pokemon. Now, we're not going to talk about, things that could happen, about they could reprint it. Yeah, they can reprint anything, and, it can really throw a wrench in things. But let's just talk about what's here now, what we know, okay? Let's look at what these are going for currently. It looks like they're going for about $140 a box. $136.99, the low one. Let's say an average of $140 a box, okay? So one thing you want to do is go check the sold listings, go back a little ways. I like to go back about 2 to 4 weeks. So let's just kind of hit here, see where it takes us. January 25th, okay, about 4 weeks ago. What were they going for? We got a 119 or best offer, 134, still high, 126, okay, 110, 99, 102, 87, so yeah, 600 a case. Okay. So what we're seeing is they were in the low hundreds. Okay, let's just take 110, let's say 115, okay? We're already talking about a 15% increase in about a month, okay? So that's not as crazy as a Celebrations product, but it's worrisome, okay? It's a 15% increase. We're down to 631 results, meaning, again, the big sellers are starting to sell out of their product, and it's becoming in more of the hands of the individual sellers, scalpers, flippers. The problem is you've already kind of missed a little bit of the move. Now, there's nothing that I can do to tell you how big the moves are going to be on these. But what you want to do is you want to try and get in, like I said, around the 1,000, when it kind of crosses the 1,000 mark available before you see those 15, 20% moves. You want to try to get in when you start seeing it go up a little bit, like 5%. You start seeing less available than 1,000. That's kind of the time where you want to get in. That's where you want to buy. This, you still could. It's not the worst thing in the world, but just know that it's already started the move. You've missed 15% of the move. Now, how do you know it's not time to buy things? Well, Vivid Voltage, it's a great set. It's got the Chonkachu. It's got, it's out of print. It's $130 a box, but it's got 1,400 available results, okay? It's not worth looking at. There's still too many on the market. There's too many big sellers that have these. Here, just click on one of these. Just click on one of these stores. Okay, only 4 available. That was a bad a bad look. Let's look at one of these other ones. 7 available. Okay, hey, it's looking like there's less and less available at these stores. 3 available. Okay, 113 sold. Hey, you know what? This may be one. It's not okay. More than 10 available. It seems like the stores are low on supply. Maybe they haven't just put in a restock. I don't know. It could be one to start watching as the supply gets a little lower. If you start seeing these prices rise, it looks like the prices are about 130 to 135. So if you start seeing these prices move up to the high 130s, low 140s, and you believe in the product, you want it, and you start seeing these results go down, this could be a good time to buy Vivid Voltage. Okay, Battle Styles, 1,600 plus. It's got sellers who have 50, 100 available. Battle Styles is ways out before it's a buy. Chilling Rain, 1,100, getting lower. Still has a lot of big sellers in the game. Still around $82. Could be one to watch. All right, Evolving Skies. This is what I wanted to get to, okay? So you're at 1,000 results. So you're at that breaking point, that tipping point where you need to start watching, okay? Evolving Skies, it's been moving, all right? The lowest results are about 145. And if you look at the sold listings, it's been moving kind of rapidly. You have a 130. You have... I know there were other listings in the 130s I was watching before. I don't know if I can find them right off the top. 142.50. Here, 127.50. So they're starting to move. They're at that 1,000 breaking point. If there's not a restock or a reprint of Evolving Skies, don't be surprised if as these results get down into the hundreds, don't be surprised if you see these closing on $200 a box. Now, is there another way to play this? Another full disclosure, if you want to look back here, I have cases and cases worth of the Evolving Skies ETBs. Why did I do that? Well, I just like the product. I like the product, and I also like these results a little better. I like how there's only 780 available of the Evolving Skies Elite Trainer boxes. I like the fact that usually, on average, if Pokemon reprints things, they usually go for the booster boxes. They don't usually reprint the Elite Trainer boxes. And I also like the fact that this is still around retail. These are still about $40 a box. So the booster boxes have risen up. They're far over retail. They're even over MSRP. And the Elite Trainer boxes are still down at retail and haven't moved. And, just my personal opinion, I like them. I think they're collectible looking. I think the evolutions on the Elite Trainer box are very collectible. So that's why I moved into those. Now, could I be wrong? Possibly. Could I be in early and have some dead money in there? Possibly. But sometimes you have to go with your gut and go with your feelings and, take some of the results and kind of guess if those results are going to continue and follow. Now, the last thing I want to show you is if you're trying to get into single cards and graded cards, okay? The thing you want to watch out for in graded cards is, I just took Charizard, is you want to watch out for the market of PSA 10s if you're buying into 10s, because they can be very manipulated because there's very few available, okay? I picked Charizard base set because there's very few available PSA 10 base set Charizards, okay? The lowest one at auction is going for it's at $9,000 with 4 hours left, okay? We can pretty much say this is probably going to end around $10,000, all right? Here's the problem. The next one available is listed at $19,000. The next one after that is $30,000, okay? This is the problem when there's only 5 on the market. That's right, there's 5. 5 base set Charizards in PSA 10 on the market. Basically, you can set your own price. And if the right person wants it and they buy it for that price, it shows a new sold listing and the market thinks that's the price. And the problem with that is the prices can go all over the place. So if you're looking to get into scarce PSA 10 cards, yes, the gains can be huge, but the losses can be huge as well. If you look at like a PSA 9 Charizard, it's going to be a lot more normalized sales because There's 464 available. The price ranges stay pretty tight, and I'm not saying Charizard's a good investment. I don't think it is in a PSA 9 base set unlimited. But at the same time, I wanted to show you this because if you are looking at vintage or modern PSA 10s, PSA 9s, just be careful if you're buying into very scarce cards because a few people can move the market very easily. Okay, if there's only 5 of a card in the market, and say they're not as crazy as a Charizard, say it's a I don't know, Jungle Vaporeon, and there's 5 available, and they range from 1,000 to 3,000. Well, someone with a lot of money can come buy up all 5 of those. Okay, they can pay the 1,000, the 1,500, the 2,000, the 2,500, and the 3,000. Just buy them all, and then they can make a new listing at $49.99, and that's it. That's your only shot, and the only chance you have is someone else coming on the market and wanting to sell their PSA 10 Vaporeon and listing it lower. Other than that, he controls the market. And the last sale you're going to see was 3,000. You're going to see a bunch of them bought up. You're going to think the price is rising, and you can get in a lot of trouble. So just be careful when you're getting into very scarce markets. Modern sealed isn't going to be a scarce market, so you don't have to worry about that with that. But if you are looking at PSA cards, just be worried that those things can happen. So be careful where you're putting your money. So other than that, I hope this helped you guys out. Hope to give you a better idea of how to kind of go about deciding when to put your money into something, so you're not just kind of going with the hype or going with the fact that something is out of print, or going with the fact that it's a popular product that a lot of YouTubers say are going to move, like the ETBs of celebrations. Because as you can see with 3,300, I doubt we're going to see those prices move too much in the near future. So hope this helped. If it did, leave a comment. If you have any deeper questions, you can email me at nostalgianomics@gmail.com, and I will get back to you. Other than that, hope you liked the video. My name is Alex, and I'll be back with a new one soon. I'm out.